got the music playing. It's gonna take a minute.
You better double check that audio.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, you're right. Where? This is starting up. Audio's muted. Okay. So the last video we did a live stream earlier, but the playback. Let's stop the music. The playback of the video was going through the audio at the same time, so like it was double audio. It went on and on with double audio. So doing another live stream because my plan for today was to do a live stream and leave that video up later because I really like live streaming. It's a little got a little pressure to it because really you got to keep going. And I watch people's live streams and they'll like get over here and like, oh man, I'm not messing anything up, am I? Yeah, they'll be over here. And then talking to the stream. So I know that you don't have to talk nonstop, but it feels like stage where you can't really have dead air. I don't know. My nose is just How you doing, Amanda?
I'm doing good.
Awesome. Me
I'm
too.
Doing really good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I brought my live stream glasses. These have been deemed my live stream glasses because I wore them on the first live stream, and I really liked it when I watched it back.
He really likes.
And Amanda's the Silver Surfer.
I'm not Chelsea Wellens, but I might be Chelsea Wellens.
You might be. Well, don't prank me because I don't want to be pranked, guys. Okay, thanks. That's all.
Bird snake. It doesn't like surprises.
That's true.
It doesn't.
I like a nice surprise, a friendly surprise. I never ever want to be jump. I don't want to jump. I don't want to be pranked ever. Nope, never. But if you do prank me, I'll be mad for just a second, and I'll be like, oh, it'll be,
When's the last time though that you really got pranked? Like,
it's on a vlog. You made me jump bad.
I made you jump.
Yeah. Did you put more of your hot lips on?
What?
Amanda has this stuff that makes my lips burn.
My lip gloss?
Your lips look bright and shiny. Yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So anyway, we did a live stream earlier. It didn't come out so good because of the double audio, and we had a lot of dead air because we were trying to do social media at the same time.
It really wasn't all that bad, but really what happened
is
like
audio was
towards
bad.
The end, it was getting a little bit tense, and right now he's nudging me with his knee. And I'm sure if anyone vlogs as a couple, you realize like little tiny things that bug you, but you know what? Nobody minds. That's actually, I think, some of the things that I love the most when I'm watching other couples vlog is like when I think there's something's going on and they're not saying it. You can just see it in the body movements. You can see it in just like their face movements. I love that. I always love trying to like figure out what's going on with people, and that's a funny thing to think of. The things that we come up with, the ideas we make about, and the assumptions about other people, other couples, when we watch them. There's so much about couples that you
or just
think
people,
you know,
not just couples, but anybody, anybody on a video.
Any video, like that when you watch them regularly, you make assumptions about who they are and their lives, and you put what you think on them, and I think the reality versus your idea or the fantasy of what you think a person is like is so different. And doing the live streams really changes that. You don't get to censor who you are.
Yeah, can't edit.
I mean, you can delete the video later, but if somebody's watching it right now, you can't take that back.
Yeah,
so you have to be mindful of what you say and be okay with your flaws. You have to be okay with your flaws when you do live, and be okay and own up to your own crap.
Yeah, you have to go into live like I think of it exactly like going on stage. You have to just shed what's going on and turn the camera on and have some fun. Just like when you go on stage, you just got to go up there and play the music. So on the live stream that we deleted, I talked about copyright because we got demonetized on our last live stream because we tuned in to Baby Monkey riding backwards on a pig,
Darn that baby monkey riding backwards on a pig.
Yeah, and so we watched it for about
It was
30
so cute.
seconds. We watched it for about 30
This
seconds.
little song and everything was so cute.
I
They
should
thanked
have
us.
known that song was going to be a copyright infringement. It just didn't click in my mind. So now, whoever recorded that dumb song, I was going to be nice and call it Goofy. Now, whoever recorded that dumb song can monetize my video if they want. So, word to your mother, dude. No, but seriously,
Yeah,
if you're
be
doing
aware. Be
if
aware
you're doing
if you're
live
doing
streams,
live.
yeah. Be careful what you watch because some of the music and videos is copyright music. So
Yeah. Who knew?
oops. Yeah, I knew. I just messed up.
Well, I didn't know. It wasn't. I didn't plan on going to the page. I didn't plan on seeing the video. It just happened organically, and just because of that, instead of our money going to the guy with 25 subscribers or someone else, it's gonna go to that baby monkey riding backwards on a pig song person who probably stole that video from the person who recorded it in the first place.
I don't know exactly how it works, but there's a whole group of people who have found a way to make money by identifying copyright
Does
infringement.
anyone know?
And then they get a little cut for turning them. But yeah, no.
If you know if
I know,
if
I understand.
they own the video, leave a comment.
It doesn't work that way. It's whoever owns the music.
Well, I know that, but
Gets
I
the
just like
monetization.
they are making a music about that video, but are they the owners of the video that they're making all that money from? Should the owner?
That's where it gets really
should
weird.
the actual capture of the baby monkey, like the person who actually trained the baby monkey to ride on that pig, be getting the money for that?
That's where it gets weird. That's not how it works right now. Video is not where the big copyright thing is.
Should we be paying the baby monkey the money
Well,
for
that's
riding that pig? Because it seems like a kind of dangerous job.
that's just that's a point for the future, but that'll make it where we can no longer do react videos or watch videos for fun on video.
I think the money should go to the baby monkey.
But that, yeah, me too.
Thumbs up for the money to go
Give
to the
the
baby
money
monkey.
to the baby monkey. But no, the way it works is there's people, and I always just imagine that they're like in like Russia or China, like the big countries where people are like in hacker farms.
I don't mind any
But no,
of that,
listen.
but
So there's people who actually
don't
make
even get me
money.
started.
People actually make money by going and finding copyright infringements and then reporting it, and then the people that actually are the copyright holders pay those people like a little cut. I don't know exactly how it works, but it's something.
Yeah, it's like
something
Crime
that.
Stoppers.
Yeah.
1-800-TIPS.
Yeah, it's basically
1-800-4-TIPS.
basically, but I'm pretty sure
Is that the real number? I think it
it's
probably is.
988 tips was the number.
How do you know that number?
I just do.
Snitch.
So, but it wasn't even all that. The baby monkey, I got caught by YouTube's robot.
Yeah.
That's in the catalog of copyrighted songs. You can submit your copyrighted material to YouTube so that YouTube will monitor that and not put it in video or not let people put it in videos. Well, it's not that you can't put it in the video, but it's that you will get demonetized.
Well,
so I was talking earlier in the other stream too about when I was a kid. Well, do you know what a paywall is? Leave me a comment if you know what a paywall is. I just assume everybody does. When you're learning a science, there's articles that are published that you have to pay for a membership to a website to read, and it's information that you need in order to learn a skill or to learn a science, and it's called a paywall. The information is behind a paywall. So I was saying, when I was a kid, all music was behind a paywall. I would save up my allowance, and on Saturday I'd go buy a tape, and it'd have like 8 or 10 songs, and I would have to go to the music store and buy it. It was a paywall. It was a paywall, just like when information is behind a paywall. So then when I was 13, I was on IRC chat, and I came across IRC channels where all the newest albums were available for download. And from that point on, when I was 13 years old, music was free. It's had its ups and downs because of stupid old Lars from Metallica going so public about, or dissing Napster so publicly. Like, Metallica look cool, whatever, but Lars, you're a jerk, man. You ruined the Wild West of free music. The Wild West of free music. When Napster, like, you might not even know what Napster is if you don't Google it. It was like, all of a sudden, you went from having to kind of scour the internet to maybe find something to being able to find everything instantly. It was amazing.
There's two schools of thought on this. There's part of it is the protecting the artist. There is that if it was already fair to the artist in the first place, the recording industry isn't fair to the artist in the first place. So it was kind of like a FU to the recording industry to be able to get the music for free, because spreading the music is what lifts the artists up.
Oh my gosh.
So that they can, like, when they go and tour, their audience knows them. They go and see them. They buy their merch. They buy their tickets, and they spread the word. And before that, music was so limited. You only could hear what was being paid to be played
on the radio.
And so I grew up very much a radio-only kid with limited experience in music. So when I was able to have access to everything, my world exploded with sound. Everything changed for me.
Yeah.
And that didn't just change, what I listened to. It changed how I moved. It changed what I wore. It changed how I thought. It changed my core belief systems over and over and over again through music.
Well, I will say I'm just going to generalize, but from being a teenager that had to pay for music, me and you both, to being a 20-year-old with free music, it's kind of like we went from being like preppy and punk to being hippies because of free music. I'm not sure. Sure how free music caused that, but I think it may have.
It allowed me to listen to music from everywhere in the world. Everywhere, I was able to experience sounds from anywhere, and I still enjoy that. If you have any favorite music that you love, or some weird discovery, something that's just creeped you out, anything,
always
link
tell
that
us.
because I love to hear things.
Yeah, me too.
Hearing things is
I will
one
say,
of my
like,
favorites.
So Lars Killed Napster, sure.
Well,
but no, let's move on from that to 10 years later, when we have services like Spotify. Let me sit back up. We've got these services like Spotify, and if you can just bear through some ads here and there, you can listen to any music you want. And the world is maybe the way it should be now, with the ad revenue-based music listening. I'm not going to lie. It's taking the money out of the pockets of musicians that used to make a living. Like, there's this documentary on Netflix about 90s punk rock bands, and how now in the modern world, they can barely make a living. Like, they used to be able to sell CDs and, like, buy a house and, like, have families and stuff. But now they have to tour and sell merch because there are no album sales. So it's not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction.
If you make a vinyl, we'll buy it. If it's vinyl, they'll buy it.
Yeah, well, that's like more of a merch sale than a music sale.
Right, but that's like the rekindling of the sit down and listen to the music, actually listen to the album. That there's something about listening on vinyl that is unique. It's a you have to pay attention, and you flip it over and you listen to the whole other side.
Yeah, it's the experience of an album.
And the moment when you hear it just skipping because you're just having such a good time, you didn't notice that the album ended for a moment.
Forgot the run. Yeah, it's in the runoff groove.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think music's in a good place. Okay, get this, guys. Let me backtrack to when I was, I don't know, 10 or 11 or 12. CDs were out now. I wasn't buying tapes anymore. I used to be able to buy tapes for $8 to $10. Okay, but then CDs came out, and new CDs, nowadays you go on iTunes and it's like $5, $8.99, $9.99. Well, when I was a kid, new CDs were $17. A $20 bill. It was like a $20 bill to get out of the record store with 10 songs. And the record companies were screwing the listeners and the artists, and growing money for shareholders. It was a really, really broken system. It made a lot of people a lot of money, and bands were able to make money because of that broken system. But $17 CDs. What? And as soon as when I was 14 years old, I got a CD burner, and I was buying blank CDs for like less than $1 a piece, and I was like, wait a minute, why were we paying
for all that print work? That beautiful print work.
It's like 25 cents worth of print and 25 cents worth of plastic went into making a CD.
Yeah, but you have to take into consideration the expensive artists that design the everything, the stylists that styled the people who put on the clothes.
You're right.
The makeup artists, the hair artists.
That's it in the mic.
Whoops, I'm getting all excited. You forget whenever you think about stuff like that, all the actual human beings that take part in all the makings of that.
That's true. That's true.
And that's one of the coolest things about social media is like they link up all these people, and then you can explore and see, hey, this person, is the stylist for so and these are all the people that they've styled, and you can really see their aesthetic, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
So that.
But I have a different look on it.
Don't get us in any trouble now.
I have a different take on it though. It's 25 cents worth of plastic and 25 cents worth of paper, and then the record label would sell it for $17 and give the artist 50 cents, pay 50 cents to make it, and keep the other $16.
Excuse me.
Oh, bring water. Yay. Sometimes we say Amanda is the water bearer because she's often refilling the water. So when I was an older teenager, I was really down on the recording industry. Like, I was very vocal. I would bug all my friends, like, you should write your congressman a letter about the RIAA and stuff like that. Like, I was very pro free music because I felt that everyone should have access to all music, and that way, people could draw on the influences that they liked, and music changes people. It makes people better. Sometimes it makes people worse, but it makes people who they are. So I was really just, I was into that when I was young. Like, music should be free. Like, I still feel that way, but I think an ad revenue based system so that the artist can get money and people can have free music, or almost free because of the ads, that's a system that could work for the future. And if you got rid of Spotify today, if you got rid of Spotify and all those similar services today and went back to $17 CDs, no one would buy them.
Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful for those services like Spotify. None of our stuff is sponsored, you guys. We are just newbies and on things. So Spotify, though, has allowed me to explore so much music. They have a feature that has related artists, and you can get in there and find more music that's similar to what you're already listening to, and it is so awesome.
We're not sponsored at all.
We're not. We're not.
So on my head is a McDonald's visor that Amanda or Madison...
No, I found it.
And that Amanda found in the parking lot at the old mattress store.
Don't get me started.
Old mattress store.
How that came about.
Oh, I have no idea how it came about.
I wished for a visor. We went to the zoo. And
you think the universe sent this to you?
Yes.
Yes.
I went to the zoo. We went to the zoo together, and I guess that's on a film somewhere, right?
Should water any clothes of mine?
There's no ice left. It was so hot today.
So okay, go back to your story. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Anyhow,
I'll play the music for it.
The day the guy dropped the iPhone in the lion cage, we went to the zoo. That day, you're distracted.
Okay, sorry.
Now I can't remember what my story was
You
about.
wanted a visor at the zoo.
Oh, I imagined when I was a kid, they had the little clear plastic visors. That's right. A dealer's visor. So I looked for one. They didn't have them anymore. And so I had wished for one. And the next day I went out into the parking lot, and there was a visor in the parking lot. It happened to be this one. And I was like, look, the universe sent it to me. I tweeted about it.
You literally found a visor the next day?
I did. Or I don't know if it was the exact next day, but it was that's probably a mild exaggeration.
Some poor McDonald's employee And I'm not calling them poor because they work at McDonald's. I'm calling them poor because they lost their hat.
Maybe they were like, woohoo,
So,
I'm done with this job.
When I said poor, I'm unfortunate. But I'm sure they're poor if they work at McDonald's too, because from what I understand, it pays pretty, minimum wage-ish. If you work at McDonald's, let me know in the comments. So, some unfortunate Mickey D's worker lost their Mickey D's visor. You know what's cool about this? This fabric is made from recycled plastic bottles. This fabric is made from recycled plastic bottles. This fabric is made from recycled plastic bottles. That's the song.
Anyway, so the universe sent me a visor, and not joking, a few days later, Christine Sudelko changed from her signature headband to a visor. What's up with that, universe?
Really? She's wearing a visor now?
Yeah, didn't you know?
No, I don't keep up with them.
They're wild and crazy kids.
Yeah. Sometimes they're having too much fun for me.
They're wild and crazy kids.
I like my vlogs slow and serious. No, not really. I really like them.
It just reminds you, like, when I was young, I liked to be loud and in your face and try to push the boundaries.
They're not always
of
like that.
things.
Sometimes they sit around their apartment or wherever they live and talk about what's going on too.
Yeah, maybe I guess they do. They have anyway.
But they're usually making stuff. They usually make up tall tales. I don't know. Yeah. It seems to me that they're usually when they say like
Tall tales.
Here's what
Tall tales.
Tall tales. You guys
Tell
know
us
what
a tall
you guys
tale.
know what tall tales are? Once upon a time, a long time ago, there was a cowboy, and he would ride the ranges of all the West and make sure that all the cows got home safe by the end of the day so they could have nice, sweet dreams. And one day, there was a crazy monsoon, and it came to the coast of Texas and became a tornado, and it was ripping across South Texas up to the West Texas and the plains and the high deserts, and this cowboy, I think his name was Pecos Bill.
Pecos Bill!
Yeah, he had a special lasso that could lasso the weather, and
He did.
he threw that lasso and got a hold of that tornado and flew behind it and dragged it all the way back out to the ocean.
Oh no, he rode it all the way back to the ocean.
Yeah, and
saved Texas.
Yes, that's
I wish
right.
Pecos Bill would come
And
back and
he-
save all those
He actually
trailer
strapped
homes.
barn doors to his boots and rode the waves like water skis behind that tornado. True story. True story. That there, my
do you
friends, is a Texas
know-
tall tale.
There is actually a tall tale convention, and they have a competition where people go and they tell their best tall tales, and whoever is the most believable wins.
That's awesome. That
That's
makes sense.
for real.
Side note, not the same, but totally different, but kind of the same. My mom goes to Utah. I don't know which city, up in the mountain or desert area, and she goes to the Cowboy Songwriter Convention.
Oh, it's a cowboy poetry.
You
You guys heard about cowboy poetry?
Cowboy poetry.
I've seen it on even on Bones.
I'll read you one.
There's an episode of Bones where they have to. Is it Bones? What
I think
show?
it is.
Where they have to go see the cowboy poets and they're solving some kind of murder or something.
All right, I'm looking for a cowboy poem right now.
Don't get us in more trouble.
No,
Don't
okay.
get us copyrighted.
No, I'm just gonna read a poem. I'm looking for an example.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo.
It's not that easy to just push two buttons and find a cowboy poem. Oh, I know. I need to type cowboy poem instead of cowboy poetry. You guys, I think that 10 years from now, the way we search is going to be so much different, because I always go like, I search for one thing and I'm like, wait, a better way to search for that would be like, I searched for cowboy poetry because I wanted to read cowboy poetry. And I quickly
Excuse me,
realized
I'm indecent. My goodness.
this is
My
where
unmentionables.
everybody's going to rewind to see what you're talking about. So I realized that searching for poetry was not the answer. I wanted to search for a cowboy poem. That's what I figured out.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. Poems about cowboy poetry. Cowboy love poetry. Click that one. Let's read some love poems.
Okay.
Wait, click here. See the selected Valentine poems there. I'd use a comet for a bonk. Wait, bronc.
What? Bronco.
Oh,
yeah.
for a bronco.
I'd use a comet for a bronc and ride 'em stuck up, like and proud. My spurs would be a pair of stars, my blanket just a fleecy cloud. I'd round up all the planets and I'd do it sudden, sure and soon. And then I'd set back, command watch, then
What?
mill around the helpless moon.
Uh,
Had a hard time.
that was
Wait,
hard
let
to
me
read.
show
Like-
show the viewers. Yeah, look how they wrote these.
Hey, and
Wait,
that was
see, this
it
is
was
my
called
screen.
"Real Affection" by Robert V. Carr.
Yeah,
It was a nice poem, but
yeah, it was hard to read because
hard
of
to
things
read.
things like this. On, back, on, watch. I don't even.
Yeah.
I can't even explain it.
I mean, I understand it. Like, it reminds me of reading
Going back
patois,
to oh yeah, it
which
does.
is like reading Jamaican.
When we were gonna go to Jamaica when we were like
Yeah, we were-
18, I would watch Jamaican. There was websites where Jamaican ladies would read American kids books, and I would listen to those before we went to Jamaica, so that I'd be able to really understand the people.
yeah.
Tell you what, it kind of paid off because our sign guy, Mr. Chin, he's Jamaican and he has a really strong Jamaican accent, and a lot of people
Yeah.
can't tell what he's saying, but I can always tell what he's saying.
Yeah, I can understand him really well.
He uses words like fee instead of like I think
Two?
it's two, yeah.
Instead of two,
Instead of two,
and
yeah.
instead of little, he uses lickle.
Lickle, yeah.
They
And-
just have a few words. It's mostly English, but it's put together in other ways. So instead of saying that he feels good or he feels well, he always says he feels fit.
Fit or vexed if something's
Like if
bothering him.
something's bothering him, he's vexed.
Yeah.
Or he's
And
worried.
when our mattress store, when our stacks were low and we weren't doing good, he told me, no worries, 1 and 1 a cocoa full basket. And it means if you keep adding coconuts here and there, that eventually you'll have a full basket.
Yeah.
And he was telling me if I kept on ordering stuff little by little, I'd have nice big stacks of mattresses
Anyways,
again.
I don't know what that's got to do with cowboy poetry.
Oh, because it reminded you of patois.
because of the language, the way it's written. Anyway, so another cowboy it's like
I'll find another one. Yeah, you can keep telling them about it.
cowboys on the range would write these little poems and tell each other around campfires, right? Like that's what I imagine. Because they're out on the range alone, watching the herds for a long time, and they didn't want to go broke back. I don't guess they just wanted to write some poems.
The Little Red Geranium. I so wanted to say geranium.
How long is this poem?
Okay,
it
this-
looks pretty long.
This poem is too long to read, guys. Okay? This one's too long to read.
I think we should just move on from this cowboy poetry.
Wait, okay, I gotta scroll until I find a really short one.
I'm over it.
Yeah, I kind of am too.
Let's move on.
Okay,
right
it turns
now.
out cowboy poems are too long to read on the live stream, guys. I mean, we do have all night, but instead, let me play you a song.
Nice. What is your perfect pizza, Bird Snake?
My perfect pizza, New York style pizza. The big slices, the thin crust, the really almost yeasty flavor crust.
Wait.
Okay, wait.
That's
Yeah,
like,
I'm getting to it though. That
you just described like 5 different pizzas.
with light, easy on the sauce, a lot of cheese, and then pepperoni and Italian sausage, but good Italian sausage, not funky Italian sausage. Like good, like they went and got some fresh sausage and cooked it up to put it on the pizza. Not like it was like in a package of, like not little round pieces of sausage. Never that.
What you guys probably don't know is that for a good long time, Bird Snake was addicted to the song "Give Me Pizza Slow."
Oh my gosh.
You can't play it.
Give me pizza. I want pizza. Pizza.
Oh no.
Amanda's not joking. Ooh.
Speaking of pizza,
They
my
took in.
earrings keep getting caught on my hair here.
I noticed.
I'm going to
I noticed
leave
in
them.
another
I'm
video.
going to take them off because they keep getting stuck.
Some genius took this old.
Sometimes you just have to give up your style for
comfort.
a little bit of comfort.
Yeah. Some genius took this old Olsen Twins straight to VHS movie and took this one song scene out of it where these kids make a pizza out of all the trash left in the refrigerator, and they slowed it down to half speed, and it becomes something totally different. It is the weirdest, awesome, horrible, great. It's called Gimme Pizza Slow. You should Google it. I'm really having a hard time not playing it for you. Another time I really got into the theme song for Carlson on the Roof.
Yeah, that one's really funky.
Yeah, Valdens Basta Carlson. It's been covered by like a lot of bands. It's like a thing. Like, I guess if you're from Europe, you might be more familiar with it. Basically, there was a TV show in Sweden.
I think either Sweden or
Sweden.
the Netherlands.
Yeah, one or the other. And
You tell me.
it's about a grown man that dresses up like a kid that lives on the roof, and he comes down and hangs out with the kids that live in the building and does mischief. That's what it's about. And his name's Carlson Pataket, I think. Carlson on the Roof. Yeah, check into Carlson on the Roof. I was really into the theme song for that. Funkiest.
The theme song is really, really cool.
I'll play just a second of it.
The little bit of video that I've seen of the show, though, is creep-tastic. Woo! There's also some other TV shows that are like that in other cultures where adult people play children in the show, which is always kind of weird to me, but I'm sure it's pretty funny.
Valdens Basta Carlson is... Alright, let's see. Whoa, that's not it. Okay, just hang in there, guys. I'm gonna play the song for you.
Don't play it too long.
No,
Don't do it. Let's not get in trouble again.
this is the song. Okay, I'm gonna. So it comes in with a wah-wah. I'm gonna break it up so it's not as long, and then the bass kicks in. I wish I could just use any copyright music I want, guys. We would just talk about music all the time.
Oh yeah.
And then the bass kicks in.
Karlsson, världens bästa.
Okay, I don't want another demonetized video, so we're gonna stop right there.
Oh man.
Let me show you on my screen so that you'll know what to look up. Oops.
Give her a thumbs up.
There you go. Valdens Basta Carlson.
Give her a nice little thumbs up for that, taking the risk on that video.
Well, she's not taking a risk probably because
Excuse me.
it just doesn't get monetized, and then the copyright holder of the music gets to monetize it.
Yeah.
Some people grow channels that way.
I don't really mind, but I just feel a little bit like they could have been like, hey guys,
All right, going back to
next
big
time,
screen. Okay, it's sombrero time.
no warning.
Because this is my thumbnail.
Is it now?
Yeah, I want to get me in the thumbnail with some sombrero on. I have a hard time with the R's with the Spanish when there's more than one R. If it's just one R, then I do all right. But when it's two R's, like sombrero,
Has
sombrero, it's
anybody
hard.
been watching? Have you been looking to see if
I
anybody's been
haven't
watching?
been looking to see if anybody's been watching it.
Oh no! Look, hi,
Hey.
there's people on. Thank goodness. I'm glad I asked.
Hey, you
Hello,
guys.
everyone. Thanks for watching. First like,
Shout out for the Alexanders.
for the Derpy Well. Thank you.
It's
Thank
Mount.
you.
Hey, it's Mount Everlarge. Look.
Hello.
Yes.
It's so great to finally get to meet you.
Oh yeah, you never met them. They're super nice. So I'm not sure if they're still on here. Let me look.
Yes, hello, Alexanders. I hope you're having a wonderful time out at Mount Albert
I don't think they're
Lodge.
still on here, but
It's so
big shout out to
beautiful there.
the
It's one of our
Alexander
favorite
family.
places.
I've told the story before. I'll tell it again. So I go to this beautiful place called Mount Albert Lodge. It's right outside of a place called Twin Lakes. It's like in this valley.
Suplex Network.
Yeah, they just said Waterboy.
Waterboy.
So I go to this place. I used to. We've always gone to this place for a few years now, and it's like my favorite place on earth. You're in a cabin. You're right on a stream. So I went for 2 years, and then a guy called the mattress store and was like, "I'm looking for Bird Snake."
Yeah, I answered the phone. He was like, "Are you Mrs. Bird Snake?" And I'm like, "I am."
Yeah.
And I was like, it was really.
So it turned out
really
a guy from our hometown was going to buy this lodge that I love to go to so much, and his name is John Alexander, and he told me that he would see our videos and then be like, he would be unsure maybe or struggling, not sure if he was going to do it or not, and then he'd see the videos of when we stayed there and be inspired. And it's an inspiring place, and I'm so glad that somebody as nice as the Alexanders bought Mount Albert Lodge, because I feel like the tradition of it being like a laid back, down to earth, really like nice, beautiful place to go is going to stay. I feel like it's gonna stay the same.
Well, I hope so. I hope it does.
So
I hope it gets a little bit of improvements. It really could use a little bit of love. I think that in the end, they got it fixed up from a few things from the last time I was there, and then I hope that they're able to make a little bit of improvements, but don't change it too much.
Don't make it too fancy, yeah, man.
Don't
Part of the beauty of Mount Albert Lodge.
But like maybe fix up the electricity a little bit.
You want a third hole? They can't. They can't.
No, like
you're talking about.
Sometimes like the
first year we were there, the light switch didn't work for the lamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just I hope.
I could have went and talked.
I want for all the best.
Could have went and talked to Scott and been like, "Hey, this light switch doesn't work," and he would have came and fixed it, but I didn't.
Just to make it all beautiful and safe and nice.
Oh my gosh, we can't wait.
We love it so much.
We can't wait to come visit you guys. The Texas heat. Well, I know that John. I think John's in town right now, so he knows how the Texas heat is. But yeah, thanks for tuning into our live stream.
Yeah, that's awesome.
You guys are living the dream.
I'm sad that we might have missed you.
Yeah, we missed you, but the fact that you tuned in at all is really awesome. I
brought you your own drink.
Yeah, but yours is colder than mine because the glass is making it cold.
I'm trying to figure out how to chat on this, but it just seems.
Chat's at the bottom usually.
Well, when I scroll to the bottom, it doesn't let me.
It doesn't work. I don't know.
It's weird.
There is a way to chat.
There it goes.
Oh, yep.
There it is.
There you go. So this is, I think, called a thumb piano, and you can change the length of these.
They've been packed all year.
Yeah,
all right,
yeah,
that's
it's
good
so
news.
awesome. These thumb pianos, you can. Oh yeah, but how crazy is that? That me and somebody else, both from Grand Prairie, Texas, both fell in love with these cabins, and they're off the beaten path. It's not like on I-25 outside of Denver or something like that. This is off in the middle of, like, it's accessible, but it's like you're in the middle of nowhere in a beautiful cabin. It's outside of Leadville or Buena Vista if you want to Google it. Google Twin Lakes, Colorado.
Oh my gosh.
Mount Albert Lodge.
It's so gorgeous out there, and it's not super crowded, but the more we talk about it, the more we're going to drive people to it.
That's good. That's good.
Well, it's good for the area because it should be enjoyed. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
But take care of it. Take pictures. Leave only footprints, guys.
Yeah, that's right. If you go to the mountains, when you're in the city, I mean, keep your city pretty, but I don't really care what you do. But when you go out into the beautiful parts of the world, leave only footprints.
That's right.
So this thumb piano, you can change the length of these tines. I guess they're tines, to make them whatever note you want. So I tried to make it where it would play a beautiful song, but I never can really get it right. But I got. And like the dudes in Africa, they get going real fast. Like I can't even fake it, but pretty amazing.
It sounds pretty. Speaking of, we picked that up in a shop in Colorado. Oh, I also was talking to there's this kid who is a vlogger here in the Metroplex. And he was at one of the shops in Breckenridge that we were in. It has one of those big giant bears like they have in the store. You remember when we were there, we're like, hey, it's the same bear from the Christmas store.
Yeah.
And so he had a picture of himself sitting on it.
We're talking about the bear from, what do they call that? Decorator's Warehouse.
Decorator's Warehouse.
Yeah.
There's giant
If
bear
you're,
for sitting on,
if
apparently.
you're local to the Metroplex, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, go to Decorator's Warehouse. And if you like holiday decorations, I like the holidays. I'm looking forward to Vlogmas. It is 7/18/2017, guys. The holidays are almost here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. It's 1:23 a.m.
1:23 a.m.
It's 1:23 a.m.
New York
folks.
City.
Hey! Hi, Creative Fam!
Hey, how's it going?
So glad you joined us. What are you guys doing up this late?
We're talking about all sorts of wild stuff.
We're just
Hey, thanks.
being
Yeah,
silly.
man, we are so excited about
We
the new store.
are.
I was there. I tried to like take a day off today because Madison's working, but
Oh my
I went
gosh.
up. I had to go up there and just. I was like, oh, I'll go to lunch. I'll just hang out for a while.
It was her first day to work by herself, all by herself without somebody up there watching over her shoulder.
She did good.
I'm sure she did. She did great. She got some great sales, so that
Yeah.
was awesome.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're super excited. The old store was great, but it was huge and really expensive to run. This is way easier for our family, and
Yeah.
I think there's a possibility that it's going to be more profitable than
hope
the old
so.
store was.
11:30 in
that
Vegas.
makes more sense. Yeah, it's
Awesome.
it's like 1:30 here. So but yeah, we're excited. Thanks for the warm words. Yeah, so we just we recorded a live stream earlier, but the audio was messed up, so we were like, I'll just do another one. So we were just about to wrap it
Good.
up. We're gonna hang out for like 10 or 15 more minutes.
It's good that we came back because we got to catch you guys.
This is my third hat of the live stream.
This is my only hat of the live stream.
I'm gonna go to my fourth hat of the live stream. The one that matches
Do
my
you
outfit.
feel back to normal.
Yeah. Oh wait, I haven't put. I need to go Gilligan's Island. I'm gonna go Gilligan's Island for a minute. See, now this way, when it's time to pick a thumbnail, I'm not into the build down. I like the build up. When it's time.
Blossom style.
When it's time to pick a thumbnail, I'll have some options. Hey, I should do a mattress YouTube giveaway. That's a pretty good idea.
Ah.
Yeah. I could probably. I carry a couple brands that I could even ship. Like I could give anybody a mattress. I'm gonna think about that.
We might save that one for a little bit later on.
Well, we could use it to build a subscriber base.
Maybe so.
Yeah. I know. I see a lot of people that do gift card giveaways and stuff.
Or you could do one where it's like where you nominate somebody that you know that is in need. That would be.
Oh, that'd be really cool.
That way we could really help somebody,
Yeah.
that could possibly really need it.
That's a good idea. Mattress giveaway. I see people doing gift card giveaways often, and so that builds their subscribers.
That'd be a pretty big giveaway.
I read when I first I looked into it when I first started vlogging, like doing giveaways to build your channel, and a lot of people were like, you get a lot of subscribers, but they're really only there for the giveaway. So,
Oh.
I don't know,
Aw.
but we're interesting and fun, I think. I think I can hold an audience a little bit.
It's not nice to only like somebody for what they can give you.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that are just looking for gift card giveaways. It's a thing. There's a lot of people giving away gift cards.
Hey guys, you shouldn't do that.
Give away gift card? Oh no.
No. Like people only follow and like people for giveaways for freebies. Shouldn't do that. Unless, well, I guess some people are masters at it. You ever watch that coupon show? Coupon. How do you say it?
Coupon?
What was
Coupon?
that?
I'm gonna make up a
Was
third
it-
way to say it. Envelope or envelope?
It depends on where you're from.
I had a sales rep in the other day not the other day, a month ago, that was like, and it's all in the envelope, and I was like, do you say envelope or envelope? I don't know. Envelope or envelope, guys? Put it down in the comments. The old question that no one knows the answer to. The oldest question in the book.
I have a stray hair that's stuck here.
A face tickling hair.
Yes.
Oh, no.
I keep thinking I'm gonna get it stuck underneath the edge of this hat, but it doesn't. It doesn't want to stay in there.
All right, McDonald's
It's just
visor.
it's there on purpose.
If you guys are wondering what's up with the glasses, I just think they're fun. I don't. They don't even have lenses in them. I just think they're fun. So I wore them on the last live stream, and now I was like, "These are gonna be my live stream glasses." Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe I need to order some frames that aren't prescription.
Maybe you should go get your eyes checked and take your camera and have it as a vlog.
I discussed this on the
If
last
you'd
live
like
stream.
to see Birdsnake get his eyes checked so he can be convinced that he could use the little corrective lenses,
I don't want to
leave
be
a
stuck
thumbs
where.
up or a comment.
Leave a comment if
Leave
you.
a comment.
Here's the deal, guys. I've been given the advice by people that wear glasses that as long as my vision is good enough to pass the driving test, that I shouldn't get glasses, because once you get glasses, you're locked in for good. Your eyes weaken, and
I do kind
you
of believe
you
that.
continue to have to wear glasses. So I've been given the advice by people that wear glasses, it's like, dude, just wait. If you don't have to get glasses, don't get glasses. So if you think that's wrong, let me know, because I see good. Like, this eye is a little bit weaker than this eye, but I can see everything. Hey, have a great night.
Have a wonderful night. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I'm so glad that somebody else tuned in earlier, but we missed their chat, and then I realized to have chat
we
open.
missed them.
All right, we'll keep making videos, guys.
Have a great night.
But yeah, so if anybody that watches this later knows a reason that I should get glasses, even though my vision's not bad, like where it's uncomfortable for me, or anything,
So
then
you
let me
can
know.
get some really awesome big Lebowski glasses
Yeah.
that are like that just make you enhance life, so you can see further into the mountains. That's
Oh my
why.
gosh, you just convinced me.
That's why you get them, so you can see more. So
That
you can see more of that beautiful earth, that beautiful sky.
that picture I vlogged about that I keep in my car, that printout, I was staring at it today. I look at that thing almost every day. It's just like stuffed in the console of my car. It's this beautiful picture of the mountains. It's like hard to believe I stood there now. It's been almost a year.
If you guys think I'm a little bit low energy, it's because I woke up with a sore throat today. I'm not going to tell you any more than that because I don't want to infect you. That's it.
Amanda
I'm only getting better from here.
Amanda has like a monk viewpoint, like
Yes,
that
it's all mental.
if you put the words into the air, that it affects the universe.
When Jenna and Julian were talking about that, I don't know, do you guys watch their podcast? If you do, that's awesome. We watched it today, and they were talking about relaxation, and it really resonated with me because it's something that's a big part of my life. I love relaxing. I keep watching these like meditations like she was talking about too, and affirmations and stuff like that, and I think, man, I would really like to do some of those.
Yeah.
I'd love to record some of those.
You make a channel.
Yeah, to say nice relaxing things.
What is you know ads play on those that you could probably pull good revenue off of those.
Maybe so, but more than
I
that,
know that that's
it
not
would
what
be-
you're thinking about. I'm just thinking about it as a content creator from a content
to
creator point
listen
of
to
view.
them, it's one thing. To be able to say it, that's another, and then to be able to help myself, but also help other people. Maybe would be the biggest thing. Not the benefit for myself, but if I can help somebody.
Wait, Dennis did a whole video about that.
What?
Is there truly a selfless act?
There's not a selfless act, but you
Yeah,
want
hey,
to
no,
be
but I
able
get
to
what you're
help
saying.
somebody as well. I mean, it's kind of like what we're here for, to look after each other, right? Right? Is that right?
Number 16. What was your first thought when you woke up this morning?
My throat was sore. That was my first thought.
My first thought
That
was,
sucks.
I better get my phone.
I don't want to say that again.
I better get my phone and bring it in here in case anything at work happens while I'm still dozing off.
Yeah.
Number 18. Ugly and live forever or attractive and die in a year? Definitely ugly and live forever.
When you say, but forever, ever?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Would you be-
because I kind of
hey,
would want to
would you
live
be willing to eat
forever and see everybody that I know die. And
Would you be willing
stuff.
to eat a bowl of crickets for $40,000?
Sure.
I don't think I could do it.
I've had chocolate covered crickets or chocolate covered grasshoppers
Bowl
before.
of live crickets.
Bowl of live crickets.
It doesn't say that, but that's what the question I'm asking.
So a bowl for $40,000? Yeah, I think I could do it.
I might be able
Fear
to.
Factor me up. I
A
will.
lot of people could not do that for $40,000.
I mean-
We watched Fear Factor.
I think I could do it. If I could cook them, I could definitely do it.
This one is a real question. Do you feel that children should be sheltered from unhappiness?
Yeah, I wish that kids could be sheltered from unhappiness, but it's a natural thing, and you can't understand what happiness is without unhappiness. There's you have to have both things to be a balanced human.
Yeah, I think until they're like, I don't know, 7 or 8, after a couple of grades, if you can shelter the young children, like. Here's what
you can't even, because children as soon as they become hungry from birth or unhappy, you cannot shelter any creature from adversity.
But there's those years when Madison was really little, those years up to like when she went to kindergarten.
Yeah.
There's those years where we just played in the yard and she was like in her own imaginary world and like playing pretend and like. No burdens of our unhappiness.
But we impose those burdens through the media that we fed her.
True. Okay.
So, with all good intentions, no matter what you do, your kids are going to somehow, in their own way, be messed up. But it's not usually anyone's fault. Everybody's just learning their way. It's all for some reason or another.
What keys on a keyboard do you not use?
What keys on the keyboard do I not use?
There's a keyboard in front. I'm going to tell you what. I don't use the application key, the one that's down between Control and Alt on a lot of keyboards, so that you can pop up the menu in your program. I rarely use the Windows key. And I don't use the scroll lock or the pause key. Everything else I use.
That's probably about right.
Yeah. I think that pretty much goes for most people.
Some people don't use their punctuation keys.
Some people don't use
Some people don't use
Some people never use
delete key.
Some people never use caps lock twice, just once to turn the caps lock on. Have you ever eaten a crayon or glue?
I have definitely tried to eat crayons before.
I've chewed up a crayon before but not swallowed it.
It's really unpleasant. I can even still remember the feel of chewed up crayon in my mouth while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like this hard waxy crap.
Yeah, and like you expect it to like dissolve or melt away, but it doesn't. It's just stuck there.
I'm looking for the next.
What's the next?
What's the longest you've gone without sleep?
Oh man,
I've done days. I've only done 2 days. Like stayed up, woke up one morning, then stayed up all night and the entire next day, and then went to bed. I've only done a day and a half. Like skipped one full night of sleep. I've never skipped 2 nights in a row. When we wsometimes young, I'd be like, "Hey, let's stay up.
Yeah, when you're young, you're like, let's see how long we can stay up. You didn't have like staying up contests when we were teenagers or like young girls, or we would spend the night and like see who could stay up the latest.
For us, we'd just get to like about 10 in the morning and be like, I guess we're not going to bed. Like that's.
Then when I was a teenager, we would stay up pretty late. Sometimes we had a little bit of help staying up late. With like, we try to eat a bunch of like no-doses or something. Don't do that. Yeah. It's really bad for you.
Energy drinks. Video games is the best stimulant for no sleep. Like when we were young and we would stay up all night playing games and then not go to bed and play more games that day. Yeah. So, okay, what was the next one? There was a next. Oh, nope. What is your favorite word, least favorite? I can tell you.
People have a favorite word. I think your favorite word is so.
So I have some phrases that I don't like. One thing I don't like at all. I was about to sugarcoat it. One thing that I can't stand is anytime somebody says artsy fartsy, because to me it's just like saying I don't appreciate art at all. Like that's just like, you might as well just raise your hand and be like, I think art's weird. Like if you call it artsy fartsy, it's because you're just saying like, oh, art, that's weird. Like I don't. It's like saying you're too normal to like art or something like that. I'm too plain for art. Like artsy fartsy. Like if you call something artsy fartsy, it's like saying that you're not on the level of people that like art. I'm just.
I can understand where you're coming from.
Instead of being like that's artsy fart or that person's artsy fartsy or that's artsy fartsy, you might as well just be like I'm simple. That's where it's on my list. Another thing that's on my list of phrases I hate is get her done. I'm not even gonna go into that one. Where are my notebooks?
I really don't like pet peeve.
If my notebooks were right here, I would have a list on me. But my notebooks are not right there.
It's not in between those two layers of stuff right there?
No.
Oh,
they're around, but I'm not gonna. I think they're
all the layers of
I think
stuff
my notebooks
in
are
the house.
actually in my backpack. Yeah, there's a few of them. Oh, when people are like, she's a trooper. I cringe hard at that trooper thing. It's it. I don't know why. I just am like, oh, trooper, what? Why is it always she? It's hardly ever a guy as a trooper.
He's a real trooper.
Yeah, it's usually not that. It's usually she was a real trooper. Why are troopers always real? I think those are the main. There's more words on my list that I'm not thinking of right now, but oh, hey, I think one of my favorite things in the world is rapscallion, and Amanda doesn't like it at all.
Rapscallion.
Yeah, rapscallion. You know, it's when you're like mischievous youth. You don't even have to be a youth. You can. Yeah.
Rapscallion.
Yeah, mischievous people. Yeah, being rapscallions. Yeah, Amanda hates that. All right, back with the live stream glasses. These are the official Bird Snake live stream glasses. Coming soon.
Sorry for yawning.
Coming soon to a gas station near
It's
you.
only like 1:39 a.m. in Texas.
It's only if we just hang on for 4 more minutes, we'll have an hour-long video on YouTube. This will be my first hour-long video. And you know, I've been talking so much during this live stream that my mouth is dry.
It's that fan blowing in here is drying me out.
We have window units, so I can't turn the air conditioner on. Well, I can, but then it's like. So you don't want it. You don't want that. You don't want that. Tonight I filmed just a short vlog for tomorrow about Amanda cooking fried chicken. It was so good. It was so good, guys. It's like the best food on earth, but we don't have it very often. So that's probably one of the reasons I think it's so good is because sometimes I get where I really think of food is the best food, and I'll like eat it all the time. I'll have it for like once a week or something like that. And it loses its mystique. It loses its awesomeness. But fried chicken is not something like that. We don't really have it. It's very rare.
The bad news about fried chicken is then I fall down the rabbit hole of terrible for you foods, which I love so very much. It's a trigger food for me. Once I have the fried chicken, then I'm like, all right, now I gotta have some ice cream and I gotta have some other stuff. I love that stuff. I was raised on fried foods. Now, because of society's pressures, I feel like I need to be healthier, and so I'm trying to make healthier decisions in my life.
Pretty sure.
But it's so hard.
I'm gonna be real. I'm
It's
pretty
so
sure that
hard
some of
'cause
my
it's so-
grandparents died of fried foods. I'm not joking. Like, my grandma was always pretty skinny.
I'm sorry I laughed at that. That's
It's okay.
pretty. That was harsh. I'm sorry.
My grandparents all passed away like when I was young, so it's okay. But my grandmother was okay. She was skinny. She was very active. She was very
fit looking.
She was very active. Yeah, she was like almost bony. Like, but she smoked cigarettes and ate fried chicken for dinner or chicken fried steak or whatever. Like, all the stuff that nowadays we know that you can't eat that.
Not every day, anyways. But please, if you have been living your whole entire life without eating any fried foods, treat yourself every once in a while.
I don't know. If I had never had fried food, then I wouldn't ever crave fried food.
Life isn't worth living without fried chicken.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. It is worth living.
Life
is worth living.
If you can smell the cool, crisp morning air.
In any circumstance.
Then life's worth living. that's
all right. Now, off of that morbid note.
I'm like, for real, if I could, as long as in my life that I could smell a cool, dry winter's morning air, like, and breathe that into my lungs, and, you know, then I'm, as long as I can hear the Beatles albums and one more time, or John Coltrane one more time. But if I lose my hearing, as long as I can breathe in that cool morning air, cool, crisp, dry air, man. I'm imagining it right now. So those are as long as I can have those things, then nothing is not. Those are the only things worth living, like, that would really.
Yeah, I think breathing is pretty much number one.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like indulgences that make life worth living. Like, that is a thing. Like,
I'm getting tired now, man.
But there are people that live like.
How long is this podcast for?
Well, we just hit an hour. Hey,
it's not even a podcast.
It's my first hour video.
This isn't a podcast.
It's a podcast.
It's not.
P-O-O-D cast.
I'm getting tired.
What's your name? Hoodnintane. So yeah. Moral of the story is,
what's the moral of the story?
Breathe in that cool, dry morning air. I don't know. We've been talking nonstop for an hour. Starting to feel goofy.
Yeah.
And plus, it's 1:43 a.m. It's time to. Time to
show you my double chin. God, my yawns.
Beards, man. You know, when I play guitar,
I keep trying to have like some kind of order to this podcast thing.
It's not really a podcast. It's just a live stream.
It's not a podcast. I keep calling it that, but it's like this live stream business. But it just keeps on going on and on and on, and I don't know what that.
Back when we were young, we lived in the barn. The barn. There's a video about it on my channel. You can. It's called "I Used to Live in a Barn," I think. And we would have friends come over, and it would just be me and Amanda sitting on the couch next to each other, and my buddy Chris Spurrier was usually sitting next to me, and then a couple people sitting on the left seat. And so I hope that vibe is pretty much what we're doing here on these live streams, just sitting around talking. You know, that's, I don't know, that's the aesthetic that I'm imagining.
Really?
Rella.
Yes, sir. Rella. Oh my God, Rella.
So yeah, I don't know, just sitting around chilling. The title of this live stream.
I can't.
You can't quit yawning?
I can't quit yawning, man. Can't quit. Does that happen to you guys? It happens to me.
The endless yawns. You know what that means?
Is there somebody talking here?
No, that was when Creative Fam said bye-bye. Oh. Hey, you know those yawns actually is your body trying to get carbs through the air?
Late night carbs. It's for real.
All right, guys. Well, it's been an hour, and I really enjoy doing these live streams, so I hope you like it too.
Hey, guys, please, if you know us, leave some comments of what would you like us to talk about in these live streams
Topics,
so we can
please.
maybe get some direction here.
I'll just have it keep going to questions pages.
Yeah, that's kind of nice, but
what's the best compliment you've ever received?
I don't know.
I don't know either. I've been told I was a good guitar player by some amazing guitar players. That's a big deal. So maybe that. Anyway, we were saying goodbye. I got sidetracked from the questions website.
Yeah, it just keeps on going. Just like when you do this, you don't know when to stop. So I encourage you guys to make a plan and learn from our mistakes here. Figure out your sound settings and do some tests before you get started. Make a plan about what you're going to say, and get your costumes ready. And
you don't want to be switching hats right in the middle of the podcast.
Bring plenty of water or drink of choice or lozenges or whatever, some throat sprays.
Fidget spinners,
bring
Rubik's cubes.
some tissues for your nose because it's going to tickle and stuff. And
bring your thumb piano.
And what else?
Live streaming tips from Amanda. I think you pretty much summed it up. Prepare ahead of time.
Yeah, be prepared.
Because if you need to leave the room,
be prepared.
I will say I've seen
Scar.
Really?
Yeah.
I actually need to watch The Lion King again.
Guess you need to watch The Lion King again.
A couple of times there have been Lion King references I didn't catch. But I saw it like 20 times when I was in like 7th grade when it came out.
And then you got to watch it another like 500 times when
Bazillion times,
Madison
yep.
was a kid.
So, a long time ago, 6 months ago, before we could live stream, I saw some of the big YouTubers do live streams, and they would literally just put a card up that was like, be back in 5 minutes. So, because you don't want to turn your stream off and lose your viewers, like if people are tuned in. So anyway, but man is right. Get everything together, bring it in there. We've got a table just strewn with
also,
junk here.
And try not to, like, if you've got screens with yourself on them, try your hardest not to stare at yourself. It's so hard.
I have a really hard time looking at you up there.
Hey, you're like, what's that moving over there? Like, oh, it's me. Wait, I'm looking at it's me.
It's like a mirror you can't quit looking in.
Oh, wait, it's me again. So,
I have a hard time not looking at the microphone when I talk to the microphone because I feel
one
like I'm talking to it.
turntable and microphones.
I'm going to put 2 eyes on top of this camera there, and then I'll
Oh
look
my
at
gosh,
the
it
eyes.
would be so funny for it to have those little eyes. Remember those little ring eyes? Like you put them on like a little ring? There was that Syphil and Ollie,
Yes.
the sock puppet guys. But like they had those little eyes on top
I
of
remember.
those.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. He caught the hiccups.
Mythbusters busted yawns. Mythbusters busted yawns being contagious. I think they failed that one.
I think that people just tend to get tired in low oxygen situations.
All right, guys. Wait, we have another person tuned in. Hey, who's there?
Show yourself. Show
It
yourself.
doesn't say I'm a participant, so it could be anybody.
Say hello.
Hey, whoever's watching, thanks for tuning in. We were just about to wrap it up.
Wrap it up, I'll take it. Sorry.
The Fabulous Thunderbirds.
I think that is what it
It's
is.
Jimmy Vaughn's band. Stevie Ray Vaughan's brother. Does that show you the chat list? No.
Somehow.
Hey, whoever's tuned in, drop a like down there.
But how do I?
All right, hey, let's say goodbye. Let's get out of here. We've been doing this for an hour and 6 minutes, guys. We're gonna call it an evening right now.
It's an evening.
Yes, it's an evening, not a night. It is an evening.
With Bird Snake.
So, thanks so much for tuning in. Thanks for watching this playback later. We couldn't do it without you. There would be no reason to because there'd be nobody to watch it. Although I'd still watch it. Anyway, I'm Bird Snake.
I'm Amanda.
Thanks for watching. I've got